Hello Spirit Squad, this is Pixie from Pixie Moons. Thank you for joining me once again. If you are new here, I make videos about spirituality, astrology, magic. I make picker cards, card readings, Reiki videos. So if you are vibing with any or all of those things, by all means, subscribe, join the Spirit Squad today, and remember to ring the bell so you get notified every time I upload. And I upload as much as I can for you guys. And if you're a returning member of the Spirit Squad, thank you so much for being here and welcome back. Guys, today I'm coming at you with a short video on astrological events taking place this week. And I'm hoping to do this every week or so, depending on what happens in the skies. So we get a better understanding of what's going on and how we can react or work around those things. Today I'm going to talk about four main things for this week: Uranus in Taurus, Jupiter square Uranus, Vesta retrograde in Virgo, and the Sun in Aquarius. I know you're like, Pixie, speak English, but I will explain. So without further ado, let's get into it. On the 14th of January, the planet Uranus moves in the sign of Taurus, the earth sign of Taurus. And it will stay in the sign of Taurus until 2026. So what happened before is that it was retrograde, but now it's moving direct. So before it was moving really slowly, and now it's just back to normal. And this is all about learning to control anger. Uranus in Taurus direct can lead to pent-up emotions that we want to erupt. Watch out for possible physical acts. It is teaching us the patience and wisdom to take a step back and hold off until we cool down, basically. It's hard for a Taurus to get angry, but once they get angry, you don't really want that energy running towards you, because it's the bull, right? And when the bull sees red, you know what happens. So it's all about caution. Here's Uranus. It's the ruler of Aquarius. This planet talks about revolutions, rebellions, changes. When it is in retrograde, it tells us to look inward into a mindsets and constructs, and get rid of what does not work for us anymore, or what feels restricting. When it is in retrograde, it's a good time for us to take a look at those beliefs, analyze them and redefine them, or throw them out altogether. Or once it stations direct, though, the focus shifts from the personal to the collective. So the lessons learnt and the work done can be applied and reused. Uranus also talking about the collective. It is a good reminder that we cannot eat money, and when the last tree has fallen and the rivers are poisoned, we cannot eat money. That was a quote from one of my favorite songs by Aurora. It's called The Seed, and I recommend you check it out, especially the video. It has a very deep message to it. Moving on to Jupiter square Aquarius. Square. Oh, okay, no. Challenged. That's going to happen on the 17th. And it may cause anxiety and agitation, especially if you feel like you've been restricted in any way or situations. Impatience can arise as well if you feel like you've been stuck in the same thing for too long and you want things to move forward quicker than they have been before. And there is a strong need also for freedom with Jupiter, which is the ruler of Sagittarius, breaking free from routine and habits, trying out unconventional or completely downright unorthodox things or methods, and being a bit of an eccentric and not really caring about it. With Jupiter being the planet connected to luck, expansion, and travel, this could well mean that the wheel is turning for most of us, with sudden opportunities and big changes on the horizon. Careful though with this rebellious energy, not to get too hot-headed or not to get involved too quickly into something. Proceed with caution and moderation when necessary. Of course, with Uranus getting involved, like I was saying, it would not be surprising if those changes happen more on the collective side than on the individual one. On the same day, Vesta is going retrograde in Virgo. Probably a lot of you do not know about Vesta. Vesta is an asteroid situated or orbiting between Mars and Jupiter in that asteroid belt. It was first labeled as a dwarf planet, like its sisters, Ceres, Juno, and Pallas. This particular one is connected to the home, security, routine, which are also themes that Virgo is associated with, being an earth sign. This retrograde may call us to rethink what home really means to us, what makes us feel safe, and what routines or habits we need to redefine. Perhaps tweaks in our diets and or working out routine schedules can be expected. Finally, on the 19th, the Sun is moving into Aquarius after the disciplined, organized, hard-working Capricorn season. The Sun moves into the constellation of this free-spirited sign of Aquarius, ruled by Uranus, as I was mentioning before. Aquarius likes to focus on the authentic and the humanitarian. If some of you didn't know, we have officially moved into the age of Aquarius recently. Like I said, it's all about the community and being your authentic self. Aquarius is also one of the 4 fixed signs, with Taurus, Scorpio, and Leo. So those signs can be stubborn and refuse to budge their position once they are settled on something. But it's all good. During Aquarius season, it is going to be the time to be more in touch with our true selves. Your true self, you've heard that before. Or should I say your eccentric side, to be more daring, to believe in your abilities, to be more self-confident, basically. While at the same time taking responsibility for yourself and for your actions, because they influence the collective. Aquarius is an air sign, like I was saying. Yes, Aquarius is an air sign. The water bearer is an air sign, and it's confusing for everybody. The general qualities of an air sign, I'm not saying we are all like this, but the main qualities are that we are talkative, we are social, we like to flutter around, we like deep conversations and new things, learning new things, and we are also indecisive. That is true, at least for me. The flip side of being an air sign is that we can be sometimes labeled as cold and aloof. Basically, during Aquarius season, we will not have the time for the shenanigans and the tomfoolery. If a situation feels restricting or stale, it will be a good time to kind of break away from those situations or people that make you feel a certain way, and also not give a fork about what anybody thinks, because so there is this duality of like not caring about what people think, but also doing the most for the community and the planet. So it's about finding balance. Aquarius is also a very communicative air sign. You might find yourself making new acquaintances or even reaching out to people you haven't talked to in a while. You might also be pulled towards creative self-expression, as Aquarius is the eccentric artist of the zodiac, as my friend Erin put it. As you affirm yourself, you might feel the need to break free from societal norms and constructs that have kept you and your spirit bound for too long. You might ruffle a few feathers, but living your truth fearlessly and fiercely is gonna make it all worthwhile. So, guys, I hope this made sense. Let me know if you have any questions. And until I see you again, remember, you are protected, you are supported, and you are divinely guided.